guys, I'm Ember. Thank you so much for being here. So today I'm here with another collective tarot reading, and I pulled your current energies, and I got the comic, the healer, and the ocean. And I kept hearing this line. Tate McRae has a song, and the line says, how many times do I have to shapeshift into someone else? And I also got magical map shifter for your energy as well. And the comic also talks about wearing different like masks, but not in a bad way. It's more like I'm seeing like different faces and being able to move through these faces, and they're all like different parts of you. And I don't know if you're feeling, I'm hearing like, what am I hearing? I'm hearing like an extreme exertion and having to switch through these different roles that you're feeling. Wow, interesting. And I got an alarm going off right now, which was my plan, but that was just confirmation. Feeling like you have to move through different roles and kind of exert yourself in each role to, I'm hearing, create a cohesive picture. It's very interesting how I'm getting it. I don't really know. Maybe it's something you're healing. I'm hearing healing your inner and outer world, but the connection between them. I'm getting private and public life. I'm getting, wow, it's really interesting how I'm getting this. It's like healing different parts of yourself, and then like that healing of different parts of yourself is like translating out into actual like outward roles that you're playing, and it's through going through into the ocean. This is like getting to know oneself in a very deep way. The ocean is all about intuition and emotions and going to the depths of who you are. And I feel like you may have been getting to know yourself and these different parts of you by going into, I'm hearing your subconscious, but also going into like the depth of who you are, like the depth of I'm hearing your core, like who you are at your core. And maybe you are learning about like how you had to kind of shapeshift into different roles when you were younger, or even adulthood in some way to be safe. And I think that there is a feeling of like, I'm able to show up more authentically now because I'm understanding myself at a deep level and understanding different parts of myself at a deep level, so that I can kind of use this in a more authentic way and show up in a more authentic way to honor myself. It's almost like honoring different parts of yourself. And through the honoring of different parts of yourself, you're now able to show up in different roles in a more aligned way, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. And then we also have this one part of yourself that's the root girl, the disowned self. The disowned self talks about, and there's a kid. Like it happens, like a part of you that got disowned when you were a child, or disowned through your life in some way, is coming back online. And I think that that's why we're talking about these different roles and these different parts of yourself, because I think that here's the ocean, right? Usually you have to go to the depths of yourself to get to this disowned part, because it's very uncomfortable to look at this part of yourself because people told you it was bad, not good enough, not wanted, not needed. And I think that that's what this is. And then she has autumn leaves on her head, and it's like shedding the conditioning that told you that you couldn't have this part be a part of yourself, or that this part of you wasn't good enough. It's like shedding that. I'm hearing that weight. It's like you're shedding the weight and you're letting it dissolve in the ocean. And it's like, that's sort of like feeling. Like I am getting this like I'm hearing healing through feeling. And I feel like you're a snake shedding its skin, right? It's like you're shedding the conditioning that told you that this part of yourself was not good enough. And usually, I said this before, usually it's a very, very special part of ourselves that gets like disowned in some way, because people get threatened by it, because it was powerful, or it was sensitive, or it was exciting, or it was a leadership ability in some way. And I was feeling, so I got the lost in space needing direction card. Then I got coming apart. It's like by being lost almost and coming apart in that feeling of being lost, are you able to like come back into yourself? And I was feeling, there's a rescue card, and I was seeing a magical map shifter as the magician. And I was seeing like Spirit kind of like, so you went like 90% of the way, and then you're like, I'm running out of steam, Spirit. Like, I need you to take me the rest of the way. And Spirit's like, yeah, I got you. And like is rescuing and taking you. I'm seeing this like rise up, like in a hot air balloon, like Spirit's taking you up and out of somewhere in some way, or helping you heal the last little bit I'm hearing the divinity healing you through the divinity of your soul, or just the divine in some way is healing you. And I think this is helping you with some type of manifestation that you have. Like you're understanding maybe how manifestation works in some way, or it's like learning about how to work with the 3D and the 5D and putting them together. It's like some of you have a lot of spiritual gifts and are not as good at 3D, and some of you are really good at 3D and feel like more, not as like, I'm hearing concrete in like your 5D spiritual gifts yet. And I'm saying yet for both. But it's like spirit. Yeah, so I think, okay, so I feel like you're learning about either the part that you have a hard time with. So like, let's say you have a lot of spiritual gifts, but you have a more hard time moving in the 3D. You're learning about how to move in the 3D and manifest and working with the 3D. And let's say if it's the opposite for you, if you are more good at the 3D and not as, I would hear it comfortable. I'm hearing comfortable with your spiritual gifts. This is about like working with the 5D in some way. And I think that because you have to have both. That's how I feel at Spirit wants to stress, like, you have to have both. You have to have both the 5D and the 3D kind of working together and co-creating to create a manifestation, because the Magician is pointing towards the sky, and it has, I wish I could have the Magician card right here. It's pointing towards the sky, and you have to work with the 3D world, right? Here it is. So the Magician is right here, and see how he has this pointer towards the sky? Sorry, my hand's dirty from the Palo Santo. And he's working with the 3D stuff, and there's a cup, which is like, he has all four of the suits. So like, he has a cup, he has the swords, he has the pentacles, and he has the wands on his table, and he's working with all the elements. But there also is, he's also getting inspiration divinely guided to him from the 5D, and is finding a way to implement that in the 3D. And I feel like that's, for some reason, I'm getting it really strongly that there is a healing of your ability to manifest, because you're claiming back parts of yourself, and you're learning about different parts of yourself, and you're going in the ocean, and you're healing things that are really deep, and you're claiming back parts of yourself. You may have been feeling, or still are a little bit feeling, like you're lost in space and needing direction, and you're coming apart. But it's like the coming apart before the coming back together is the hardest part. But once you come back together, you're going to feel like a whole different person. And that's what I'm getting. And I feel like a lot of you have been manifesting this change, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. Yeah. Oh my God. I split the deck right now, and the Magician's there. And then we have the Knight of Wands. This is like going for it. I am feeling like you go for something, like you're going for something, or you're thinking about going for something. You're really like learning about how to harness your manifestation powers, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. Wow, this is really turning into a manifestation reading. I was not expecting that. Okay, we got the Knight of Pentacles, and this, okay, what I love about the Knight of Pentacles is that it's the slowest moving knight, but it's like Taurus energy, earth energy, and it's about taking consistent action, long-term action, but like in a short-term way, but you're like going slow, like you're taking it step by step, piece by piece. You're implementing one thing, and then you're implementing another, but you're doing it in a very manageable, slow way. And I'm hearing going slow is sacred. And so like by going slow and by putting your effort in this is like concrete, also putting effort in, right? And this will be long lasting because it's a pentacle. It's like literally 3D world effort you're putting into this, whatever this is, whatever manifestation this is. Nine of Pentacles, into your Nine of Pentacles. This is, wow, that's really beautiful. Like just these two cards together, it was like this. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles is putting long-term consistent action into a goal or a place, but this is like about self-worth and sovereignty. But this is like concrete, like you actually have everything that you need, and you feel that you need, and you've been putting energy into building, I'm hearing building a life for yourself that is going to be long lasting and stable for you, but in a very prosperous and very loving and self-worth way. Like this is all about self-worth. Like she has so much self-worth, and she trusts in the divine guidance and the divine like being there for her. It's like trusting in, it's maybe something you're learning, trusting that the divine has your back in some way, trusting that even if things all go to shit, like Spirit has your back. And like having that trust is part of manifesting. It's like wow, there's another, sorry guys, I have to go soon to my daughter's event for school, so I have a bunch of alarms set. trusting in that spirit has your back and that you are divinely guided. I am feeling that. Okay, let's see. The Emperor, wow, again, I split the deck again, you guys, on the Emperor and the Magician, again. So the Emperor is about having full sovereignty. I mean, this is really beautiful. This is really beautiful. You're working really hard. Eight of Pentacles, again, another really strong, hard-working card. Like, this is like the most, like, you're working hard. Working hard in 3D on something that you want to manifest. I think it's just by feeling stable. Okay, what's the Moon about? Five of Swords, and it almost came out reverse, but it's sideways. What's the Five of Swords about? I'm hearing digging into triggers. This is the Sun's coming out. So, it's, wow, you have the Sun and the Moon. Okay, so you're bringing awareness. You're bringing the most awareness. Oh my gosh, I just love this. To the darkest parts of yourself, to the darkest hidden things. You're taking the Sun and shining light on the Moon. It's really beautiful. You have the Sun and the Moon. That's insane. And under the Moon is the Five of Swords sideways. The Five of Swords is a card of winning at all costs, but it also can be a card of feeling like you don't have anything that you need, feeling like, again, like you're not good enough, feeling like you're defensive even sometimes, feeling triggered can be for some of you. I'm not getting like a super, what's the Five of Swords about? Hold on, before I say that. Knight of Cups. Four of Wands in reverse. Okay. You may, okay, this is, hold on. You may have been looking at, there's, Magician came out. I was like, ah, came out. Okay. You are looking at, possibly, where you've been putting energy into places that can't hold you. So Four of Wands is like a card of home, a card of stability, a card of, I have my two wands and you have your two wands and we feel connected in some way. But I'm not getting as much a relationship as I am getting like a structure that you have, a home, feeling at home in yourself, feeling at home with where you're giving, knowing that, like what I'm seeing is the Knight of Cups is giving energy to this. And you see how it's upside down. So it's like all of it's falling out, all of the water, all of your love that you've given to something or somebody is not holding weight for you. And you may be looking at your home life when you were a kid and how, if you gave energy to someone and they didn't hold you in the way that you wanted to be held, you could be looking at like the past and how you gave energy to try to give it to your parents in some way or your home in some way or your stability in some way, but it never quite held it. It always, like, you always got drained in some way, or you always got put on the back burner, or you never felt safe is what I'm hearing. And you may have been reenacting this pattern out in real life and giving energy and love to things that couldn't hold you, things that couldn't sustain your energy, things that didn't honor you, things that weren't able to be built upon, right? And I think that by you looking at that and bringing awareness, right, the Sun's awareness and truth to this pattern that you have, that's causing you to be able to manifest now in a different way and not give energy and put energy into things that can't hold your weight, I'm hearing Spirit say. The King of Swords here is with the Nine of Swords. You could feel anxiety about all of this, to be fair. Okay, so some of you are walking away from a job. Some of you are thinking about walking away from a job or thinking about walking away from what? Okay, hold on. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep that. And I'm going to keep this. Okay, let me see what this is. What are they walking away from? Why are they you have anxiety about walking away from something where you feel like you put energy into? You're walking away from because of a tower. What's a tower about? Five of Cups. There's something you're sad. The Hermit is looking within the, okay. We got Virgo energy, Aquarius energy. Is that all we have? I think we have, that's it. We have the Magician. Okay. Something really disappointed you. You're looking into it, though. The Hermit is looking into the Five of Cups and the Tower. So the Hermit is like really going deeply inward. That's Virgo energy, looking inward at the deep pain that this Tower. It's like a sudden upheaval, sudden chaos, something that kind of shocked you. Usually it's shocking when the Tower happens. And you may be like, I feel like you're either thinking about walking away from a structure that you thought was holding you that's not anymore. something that you've built a lot of energy into. Some of you are thinking about walking away from something because there's stuff that has happened. There's stuff that's happened. I'm seeing it like, okay, so you see how there's people jumping out of this building, this burning building? You know how the Four of Wands upside down? And it was like, I felt like I could see all this water flowing through. And it's reminding me of these people falling through, like falling out of the structure, because it's about a structure in your life breaking down in some way. So what I'm getting is that you're thinking about walking away, or are walking away from a structure that's not been holding you. You're having anxiety about it, possibly. You also feel very sad about it, but you're looking at it. You're really looking at it. You're really trying to go deeply inward to see, like, okay, what are my emotions around this? How do I heal this? How do I feel this? How do I move forward in a way? And I'm seeing this as like become more enlightened through this situation that I'm in. Okay, I'm so hot right now all of a sudden. I'm surprised I'm so hot. Usually it's not as hot in here. Okay. I feel like, what am I missing? I feel like there's something I'm missing. Is there anything else I need to see? Ace of Cups and the Fool. Spirit wants me to show you that you have a new beginning here, which you'll feel this on an energetic level, because I am feeling this. This may also be the anxiety that you're feeling too, because you know you have a new beginning in love towards yourself or another person, and you're feeling this new beginning and you really want to jump off, but there is this feeling of needing to leave something else behind to move forward in some way. Okay, so what's the advice? Temperance. Realize you're divinely guided and go slow. Strength, Leo energy. So we got Sagittarius and Leo energy. We got two fire energies coming out with Queen of Swords. Protect your peace. I'm hearing protect your peace. Seven of Swords. Yeah, there comes the Seven of Swords. I said protect yourself, and then the Seven of Swords with the Five of Wands comes out. Which to me, there's somebody around you, and this is what I'm getting. There's somebody around you that's fighting you on making this move, but it's divinely guided. It's like Spirit wants you to protect your strength, and it's divinely guided, like, to make this move. It's like you're the Queen of Swords, like holding off, like you're protecting the Strength card and the Temperance card, because you know you have a new beginning here, but there's somebody around you that's in this energy and is not liking that you want to leap forward to a new path. It could be this person, you could be leaving home. I'm hearing home. Could be leaving behind a home. I was going to say person. Could be leaving behind a home, a person, or a workplace. Some of you could have felt like it is a home. It was a home. But now it's not. It's just not holding you anymore. All the water's coming out. All the love you're putting into it is not. It's not building anything. It's like I'm seeing water come down onto like dirt, but it's not growing anything. You're like, okay, I keep giving my love to this. I keep giving my energy to this. I keep giving everything I have to this, and it's not growing what I want it to grow. Like, and then I need to leave it behind then, it's like, and having anxiety and fear and sadness around that, and knowing that this has caused a lot of upheaval and pain for you with the Tower. But Spirit wants to remind you that you're divinely guided to make this choice, and that you have the strength to do so. And it's the strength to leave someone can be willpower, but sometimes willpower fails. Okay, let's say this person has a hold on you in some way, like if there's some kind of attachment or something, right? Spirit is saying, through loving yourself and getting connected to your heart and how your heart is feeling and how you feel about the situation is going to help you move forward. It's like the strength is through your heart. It's not going to be through your mind and what your mind tells you to do and how your mind is telling you to move. It's through your heart. And Spirit is saying, get connected to your heart and to your Leo energy, which is like your strength of your heart and how your heart wants to be held and what you really want and where you really want to go. And it's like giving yourself permission to make this move, I think, is a huge part of this. Okay, I want to get advice. Or, no, I'll get advice. Can I get some advice for them for the last part of this? A time to give rather than take, new moon of Virgo. I feel like, okay, you know what what am I getting here, Spirit? I feel like this is a time to give to yourself rather than take from yourself. And I think that that's what I've been saying. It's like giving to yourself instead of letting others take from you, and giving that energy outward. Give that energy inward is what I'm hearing Spirit say. Getting like two swords right there. It's okay that you won't be indecisive forever, okay? If you're feeling indecisive, you're not going to be indecisive forever. Do you not want these? Three is important. For some reason, the Spirit's like three. Three times. Three something. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. I feel like, okay, what's so weird is I feel like these are about like someone else around you for some reason. I don't feel like pride would get in your way. I don't feel like that's you. I'm seeing this. I keep seeing this as it's like it's supposed to be about you, but I feel like this is about the advice that you're getting from Spirit because of the other person. It's like, don't let their pride get in your way. Don't let them wanting to take from you get in your way. Like, that's what I'm really feeling. And I feel like their pride might be telling you certain things about how you need to move or what you need to do or how you need to do it. They're telling you you need to give to them and not to anybody else. And I'm feeling like Spirit's saying, don't let their projections and their wants and desires get in the way of your new path, because I feel like you are protecting your new path. Spirit wants you to protect your new path. You're on the way to a new love, and you're on to a way, like a new beginning, a way to a new beginning. And the moon's really important, and that's what I'm hearing. Okay, I have to go. I thank you so much for being here. I don't know why I'm like ending this all funny, but thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys next time.